So this is the one where you need to identify whether there's redox or no redox, or that in terms of all the different elements, different definitions. So this is the summary. So in terms of oxygen, oxidation means gain in oxygen, loss in.
And then for
I used to remember in terms of arrows.
for hydrogen and the electrons is the opposite.
So these two are the same.
Yeah, then the other two are the same.
Yeah.
And they're the opposite.
Yes.
Okay.
So you remember which two are the same and which two are the opposites.
Okay.
Then the rest okay. So if you want to check for oxidation, then first you have to write the balance equation. But usually the balance equation is given to you. Unless it's a structured question and the first part they ask you for the balance equation. Then you write down the oxidation state, so which is what we did just now. We write down all most of them, or the suspicious character, we just write down the oxidation state. Then we compare the before and after.
Okay.
This is closer to exam questions.
Which of the following are redox reactions?
So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you have to identify.
Here is CaO plus CO2. For the first one, I can tell through the oxygen, right?
So calcium, nothing happened.
Yeah.
Then the oxygen.
I thought the calcium gains oxygen or no?
You go by oxidation number easier.
Oh.
Because the definitions of oxygen, hydrogen, and electron tend to be very confusing.
Oh yeah, they don't change because CO3 is 2 minus and O is 2 minus also.
Yeah, so if you use oxidation number, then that will give you the very confirmed answer, the absolute answer, whether it's oxidized or reduced.
So if one term is not oxidized, and that means I don't have to check for the other one, right? Because there's no reduce. We have to be together, right?
Some of the reactions they don't. They give you half equations, then you only get one side.
So the answer is C, right? Because one is in every answer.
One is in every answer.
Except the last.
Yeah. The part 3 is one reaction that we have done a few times already before that. Right in front when we were doing the recap.
So easier to use oxidation state.
Yeah, that's why just now I said I drill on oxidation state, because oxidation state will tell you everything.
Okay.
Unless the question is a structured question and they specifically ask for the definitions in oxygen or hydrogen or electrons. If not, everything else can be done with oxidation number.
Okay. Magnesium carbonate. This one I have to write that.
You have to examine all of them.
Okay.
So there are ways to go about doing it. Some people, they will just write out the equation. Then it's very clear cut whether there's oxidation or reduction. Then there are certain stereotypes, like neutralization reaction is never an oxidation reaction, never a redox reaction. So some people remember by stereotype and do elimination.
Okay.
So which means I think C may be out.
Yes.
Is it? Yes. I leave you to work it out, then we talk about it. Ultimately, it's easier to just kind of write out a rough chemical equation.
Is it the last one?
The last one, let's see, magnesium plus sulfuric acid. Magnesium sulfate plus hydrogen gas. Then Ki plus lead nitrate gives you potassium nitrate, potassium nitrate, and I2. No, lead, not I2, is lead. Because there's that
CBI2.
GNO3 plus KCl gives you AgCl plus KNO3.
Okay.
GCl2 plus CO2 plus water. So first one, I is the same. They all remain in ion form, so this one gone.
Yes.
Then B also all remain in ion form, so it's also gone. Then magnesium still in ion form, chlorine still in ion form. Then carbonate we calculated earlier, is there some no change, right? So it's out. Because this is very obvious here.
Yeah, it's the only one that changed. Which reaction is the first substance? When they say first substance, means the one on the left.
This one.
Okay. Oxidize. Is it A?
Why A?
Because the 2HBr became Br2, so the
-1 to 0.
-1 to 0, so it's plus.
Then 2 is not correct because the first one lost oxygen, so it's reduced. Then the third one, the lead oxide lost oxygen also, so it's reduced. Then the last one is not redox at all.
Yeah.